Oh my god, there's a brand new Elder Scrolls game. Something I can say for the first time since, okay, it can't go all the way back to 2011. Okay, I forget when Elder Scrolls Online dropped. Wasn't that like 2015 or 2016? But for the better part of a decade, it's the first time we're going to have an Elder Scrolls game. Okay, 6 is, well, it's still not really on the way, or at least on the horizon at all whatsoever. But we got a remaster, not of Skyrim. Okay, Todd Howard at least, has a little bit of self-control. He hasn't gone full Neil Druckmann by saying, hey guys, take a look. Here, now you can play Skyrim, not just on your PC anymore, but actually on your mouse itself. It's awesome. It just works. No. They're redoing Oblivion. What? Okay, were people really gagging for this? Like, it's weird, right? Because I'm not a big fan of these Bethesda, surface level RPGs. Okay, the type of crap that they put out there that has the breadth of an ocean but the depth of a puddle never really stuck with me. Okay. But I had friends back in the day that were big fans of Morrowind on the Xbox, and then even before that with Daggerfall and with the original Elder Scrolls. They liked them well enough, but Oblivion's the interesting one, because it's the one that really started a bunch of the detrimental trends that you see in the industry right now, gaming industry, obviously we're talking about, but it ends up just... It gets passed over, okay, because everybody still glazes Skyrim for whatever reason. Well, it's an obvious reason, because it just hits you in the face with so much content, and people still have nostalgic feelings about Bethesda back in 2011 when they were to release, the same buggy crap that they have for the, next 15 years. But it was acceptable at that time. It was charming. It was fun. It was exciting. You could mod it, and that would make it better. Try to spin it like it's GTA, where it's like, yeah, okay, you got a really good base game there, and then mods add to it, instead of releasing a game on PC, just hoping that modders fix it. But now people have finally caught up to Bethesda's shtick, and so when Starfield tried to get away with doing the same stuff that they've been doing for a long time, nobody bought. But this time around, this will be interesting. This will be interesting because depending on how much of a remaster we're getting, which we're going to be able to have hands on very shortly, at time of recording, Tuesday evening, okay, because I don't know when we're going to get an official statement on this, but it really looks like it's going to be coming out sooner rather than later. So yes, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is reportedly real. Screenshot leaks, yes, from the developer site. Will release on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Yes, and according to GameStop here, or not GameStop, rather, you can go get it at GameStop, I would imagine, or at least the download code for it. But yeah, it's going to show up next week. Like Monday next week. What? Okay. The rumored Oblivion remaster is reportedly finally releasing soon. Additionally, screenshots and information about the game have surfaced online. According to Jeff Grubb, who I talk about with another game that's potentially on the horizon at the end of the week here. I think I got that video scheduled for Sunday. Jeff Grubb's not terribly reliable. He's one of many people who have picked up this story. So to try to give him credit, I don't know. The Oblivion remaster will be shadow dropped the week of April 21st. He also mentioned that there were rumors of an Xbox showcase airing April 23rd, but he didn't find anything substantiating them. Yeah, because we haven't heard anything about that, and normally you don't get big lead times when it comes to these Xbox showcases, but the last one I think was like in February or something like that, where they had the announcement of the shadow drop of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, right? So it would kind of follow if they're going to be going along that same schedule, where they probably focus a lot on Doom the Dark Ages, which is supposed to come out next month or something like that. Like, it has a scheduled release date. Meanwhile, perhaps they could be teasing something about a future Bethesda project. What do you got cooking with Fallout? Who knows? What do you got cooking with ES6? Information and screenshots of Oblivion's remaster, I don't know why that's so difficult to say, have also been leaked to the developer's website. The game is labeled as Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and it is being developed by Virtuous Studios. Gameplay-wise, it apparently has blocking mechanics inspired by Souls-like games. Oh no. So yeah, it's a remaster, all right, but they're just changing it and seeing how much they can get away with, because okay, it would be way too obvious to just redo Skyrim, but if we can go ahead and try to test the waters as to what Elder Scrolls 6 will be, we could do that with an Oblivion remake, sure. Gameplay wise, stamina system, overhauled archery, along with highlighted sneak icons, added hit reactions, and a HUD change. Okay, graphics comparison between the original 2006 version and this new Oblivion demonstrates how much fidelity has improved in the latter. Well, I mean, you're running it on a brand new engine, okay? Not the one that Bethesda is using to this very day, but now they're hopping over, apparently, to Unreal 5. And so things look a little bit better. Among the newly leaked info, there's still no word on the potential release platforms. The leaked images indicate that it's only going to be coming to Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. Images of its physical deluxe edition have leaked too, seemingly at least confirming an Xbox release. Well, Bethesda is a first-party Xbox studio, so yeah, of course, it's going to be on Game Pass. It'll be on PC. That totally, that checks out. While an official remake of Oblivion has not been announced, a fan-made Oblivion remake called Skyblivion is coming this year. Yeah, this is, oh man, because that guy's been working really hard on that project, and that's a very dedicated fan right there, trying to remake Oblivion in the Skyrim engine, hiring an entire dev team, getting voice actors behind it, all out of his own pocket for the sheer love of the game. And then Bethesda goes, oh yeah, we're just going to be remaking Oblivion. Oh, don't worry about it. Disgusting. As for what, yes, Microsoft's future plans are, it's hosting a showcase on June 8th with another one focusing on the Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, great, fantastic. Just go ahead and crap out the rest of Obsidian stuff so that you can go ahead and close down the studio. How's Avowed doing? Right, nobody's playing that shit. But Oblivion, I mean, it's, for as much as I think that it gets glazed over and glossed over, rather, it doesn't get glazed at all, okay? Like, it's got its dedicated fans that are out there. But for the general public, it's a very forgettable fare. Most people forget what you had back in the day in 2006, but it was very much a trendsetter, okay? And here's some of the images that we have right there, and yeah, no, it looks pretty. Okay, it's definitely a departure from the aesthetic that they had back in 2006, but things were a little bit different in 2006. These pictures aren't exactly the highest of fidelity, but man, whatever. We'll see what happens, and obviously we'll very likely be hearing something in the near future. Who knows? But the one thing that is for certain, and if they want to lean into some memes and potentially get some people on their side, you better have that horse armor that's in there. Returning to Oblivion Remaster according to leaked images. Oh, hell yeah. According to leaks, the long-rumored remaster of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion will include the original release's infamous horse armor, which, yep, now you have people. Okay, you got people who are still simping for the Nintendo Switch 2 going, oh, guys, it doesn't much matter. I don't care that Mario Kart World is going to be like $90. I don't care. It's going to be good value. I'm going to play it a lot. I would pay even more for it if that's what Nintendo wanted. Oh, maybe Nintendo still has to explain why it's going to be $80 or $90 depending on the version that you get. But if they include all of the DLC, which you don't know what it is, it could be shitty tracks or a bunch of characters that you don't want to play as. But as long as it's included for its lifespan, which it's not, that is just pipe dreams of the highest accord. That means that's totally going to be worth it. Or what if you buy this edition and you get skins? Oh, it's so cool that we've already regressed back to a point where we're accepting the crap that when people were bringing it up at the time. Oh, cool, you got companies that are charging for the skins that you used to be able to just simply unlock while playing the game. Oh, cool, now we've just defaulted back to that position. Why do you think people are holding such a strong line and trying to hold Nintendo accountable for artificially raising the prices of games? Because you might think that Mario Kart World is going to be, it's going to give you 10 years of enjoyment. Bro, the Nintendo Switch 2, I don't think it's going to have the legs of the Switch. Those are lofty goals right there. The second best selling game console of all time, yeah, I don't really think it's going to be on par for that. We're going to see towards the end of the year how many non-Nintendo cultists are going to be turned on by this system that costs a lot of money and doesn't really have a lot of momentum behind it outside of we got the 3D Donkey Kong and the Mario Kart game. That's fantastic, and a bunch of decade-old ports. I can play Fortnite on the Switch too. Cool, you can play Fortnite on the regular Switch. Why do I need an upgrade? It's really looking a lot like the Wii U. It's probably going to sell a little bit better than that, but Nintendo's got some explaining to do. But yeah, no, that it ties right in with Oblivion. Okay, horse armor. Oh, you don't have to buy it. Who cares if it was just like $2 at the time when it first came out as DLC? Hilarious, man, how we have come from people bitching and complaining about this stuff, which yeah, should have been a line in the stand for gamers way back when, and now look, just about 20 years on. Holy shit, just about 20 years on, and here we are now just making memes of something that was the pebbles rolling down the hill that that ended up causing an avalanche. In the leaked images compiled on Imgur, 2 of them appear to reveal a deluxe edition planned for the release of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Fucking hilarious, man. So you're going to have the base game come in at 80, and then you're going to have a deluxe edition of a remastered game from, 2006 that's going to cost $100. It's just, gaming is so cooked, man. We're just reheating leftovers from years gone by. So wild. The image previewing the content of the deluxe edition appears to show a horse outfitted with armor, though it's difficult to see any details given the image's low resolution. Yeah, because we got the pictures there and they didn't look all that great. But yes, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Deluxe Edition appears to include horse armor cosmetic. The horse armor caused a stir in 2006, and yeah, you can still hear that meme reiterated in hushed tones depending on the conversations. Cosmetic-only microtransactions are commonplace nowadays, mainly in live service multiplayer games. Oh yeah, no, in Nintendo games, and you'll have the shills coming out in about a week's time saying, no, it's actually good for the industry. Oh, Nintendo puts out good games. Yes, the same game over and over and over again. They just give it a different paint job and everybody laps it up because they're stupid. Oblivion's horse armor DLC controversy is arguably the progenitor of the long-standing quibble between players and such microtransactions in single-player games. Players were upset that the armor for your in-game horse was an extra purchase, too fitty at the time, especially since there was no statistical benefit to equipping it. Yep, that was the big thing, okay? You can get goofy-ass, scaly, and leafy-looking armor for your horse. It does nothing, but hey, you got a golden horse or something like that. Meanwhile, you could just mod something that looks 10 times better than that on PC, but don't worry about it. It's going to be so great. And now, here we are, after this caused such a stir, like I said, just about 20 years prior, and now we can just meme on it because everybody still thinks that this is Bethesda of that bygone era and not the buggy slop factory that wants to put pronouns and everything. Just wait for that conversation to kick off. Can't wait. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.